my crafty friends. Sorry, I'm running a bit, just a couple of minutes behind, but it's been one of those days where nothing has gone quite like it seems like it's supposed to, or like I wanted it to. Anyway, um, one of the things I did do this morning though was go by the thrift store, looking for something else, and I found this kit. And I don't even know if this clay is usable. It may be so old the clay's not usable, but Um, anyway, I thought we'd play with it today and see. I haven't looked to see what if it has a date on it somewhere. I don't see one. Its original price or suggested price is 18.95, but wherever the person who bought it and then left gave it to the thrift store spent 8.88 on it. I spent $2 on it. So we're gonna play with this a little bit. I also, while I was there, they had these maps, and I like maps in journals, and I think it'd be fun to make a journal that was made from all maps, a bunch of different kinds of maps. So I went ahead and picked these up, um, because they all look a little bit different. Give a hoot, don't pollute. There you go. Hi, Brittany. And then this is what that one looks like. And this one's similar. It's just got some orange in it. So I like the fact that they're, not all the same, even though they're mostly green. And then this one is Gunnison Basin. And it's got all kinds of colors in it. So that'll be fun. I was going to see if I could find a date on it. I can't tell if these are old or just dirty. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. And then this one, why is this road closed? I don't know what this one even is. Okay, here we go. San Juan National Forest. So I think all of these were in Colorado. Hi, Barbara. And this one's white and green, so it's different yet again. So anyway, I got those for 79 cents, and then I got this for a couple of bucks. And we'll leave it here. I was going to show you. I also got some books. They were 3 for $1. So I got this one. I don't know if it's a good book or not. I don't care. I'm probably not gonna read it, but it's in large print. So I thought I could find words pretty easy in that. I don't see large print books at the thrift store very often, so that was nice to get. And then I got this book, the garden decorating book. Barbara, I'm not sure if I said hi to you or not, but I think I did. But anyway, I'm glad you're here. um, it's got a lot of good pictures in it. And so I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but I will take the pictures out and use them in collage or something if I don't decide to use this book to work in. Um, Diane Fago has a book that I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's a landscape book, but she is adding other pictures over the text, um, and just adding more pictures in, which I think looks like fun. But this is a lot bigger book. I mean, the one she's using looks like it's got about that many pages in it, and this one's bigger. So I don't know if I will use it or not. Is it too late? Oh, 5:30 is too late. Yeah, 5:30 is late. And here's another one. And so I could put these two books together, just add some of these pictures into this book So that's a possibility. But I was really liking seeing what Diane's doing with that. I wish I could remember the. I wish I could remember the name of it. Designing with wildflowers or something like that. I can't remember. But anyway, since they were 3 for $1, I grabbed those. Even though you know how much I need books. Like, oh, okay. So let's see what's in here. Well, first it says there's a 40-page book, 4 6-ounce blocks of modeling clay, 6 plastic cogs, 9 armature wires, 2 shaping tools, and a modeling poster. So you can see it hasn't been used because there's the 4 clay, there's the 2 um, clay shapers or sculpting tools, there's the armature wire and the things to hold the armatures. So all of that's there. Here's the book. Let's see if I can get it out. Here's a book. And it talks about, you know, how to do it. So I guess the poster's not here, but that's okay. I can use the book. I don't have to have the poster. Um, anyway, I just thought it might be fun to play with this a little bit. If this clay will even, you know, if it's even usable, I don't know. This is interesting. It's huge. As far as, you know, the size of it goes. I'm trying to get it to shut. But it might be interesting to turn it into some kind of ephemera holder or something like that. It's got this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, there's a horse poster. I don't know how that's supposed to help. I guess if I need to look at a horse to sculpt one, I don't know. Anyway, this is interesting how it's got this piece here, and then it's got a pocket here, and then that holds that down. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I can use it for something. Yeah, a horse poster. Well, one of the things that they have you sculpt if you go through the thing is a horse. But it says a modeling poster, but that doesn't look like a modeling poster. It's just a horse poster. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to set this aside. It's Fine Art Studio is the brand, and I don't see anything that tells me when it was made. So I don't know if it can even be found right now or not. But anyway, okay. I moved some stuff out of my studio, so I have actually some space to roll my chair around. But then I don't have I can't stick stuff on top of my stuff. Oh, hi, Sherry. So let's see. Oh, okay. It goes like this. I think I'm going to go ahead and take that apart. It was just taped on there. But having those two together makes it take up a lot more space when I'm trying to. I can move that out of the way. Well, we also have a bunch of thrift stores, so I guess that's cool too. But anyway, there's lots of information in here. Let me just show you the book first. Talking about the art of sculpture, what different kind of sculptures are made, whether they're real or abstract, that kind of thing. There's some quotes. It says Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci were great artists and fierce rivals. One time they fought over a block of damaged marble. Michelangelo won, and the block of marble became the masterpiece David. eyes watchful, the neck of a bull, the hands of a killer, the body a reservoir of energy. He stands poised to strike, is Michelangelo describing his statue of David. Anyway, they talk about you can do, abstract or realistic, and they show, totem poles and netsuki. I'm not sure how you say that actually. But this is sculpted out of ivory. This is sculpted out of wood or carved, I guess, really. To me, sculpting is um it's not just taking stuff away, it's putting things together and taking things away. um Here it says carving is called subtractive sculpture. So anyway, and then they talk about modeling and different kinds of things. And then they're showing some examples of sculpture throughout history. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you're here. And then they start with how to work with it. This clay is called plasticine. It comes in 3 colors: white, terracotta, and ochre. There's enough white clay to make a large horse all in one color. Plasticine does not dry out, so you will be able to use this clay over and over again. And I knew that, but it still feels very hard, so we'll have to see. Hi, Sharon. Um, you will use your 6 cogs in a variety of ways to build sculptures. The armature wires fit into the holes. Well, I'm trying to just get one of these to move. Let's see if we can. Oh, they're taped together pretty good. Okay, well, we're going to have to take it apart anyway, so we might as well just do it. Okay. These look like aluminum. I'm assuming that's what they are. Let's see if it says armature wires. It just says these are bendable ways to make armatures. So that's all we know. But you can put them in these. Well, they don't go in very easy. You have to make them go. Okay. Okay. There are other things you can use for armature too. These just happen to be what they've got in here. Let's see. The cogs. Okay. Shaping tools. Use your double-ended clay shaping tools to cut, scrape, and add details. And I've got these are plastic, and I don't know how well they're actually going to work on this because this clay is really hard. I have some metal sculpting tools in my encaustic wax stuff that I may have to get out to use. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Okay. I think we're going to start with this one because it's the most, it looks like it's dingier and everything than the other ones. So we'll take that piece out to use. Okay. And it says you can use toothpicks. You can make a tool out of a pencil. Let's see. Let me get this a little closer. Out of a pencil. With a paper clip to cut the clay, and then you use aluminum foil as part of your armature and toothpicks. Barbara says, I love how you're always trying something new. I think I'm at the level of glue books today. Glue books are great. I love glue books. I do like to try new things, especially when I get the chance to do it cheap. So, um, I did a little bit. I've done some pottery, but I haven't ever done any sculpting. Well, I've done sculpting with Sculpey clay, and I made faces and all that kind of stuff with that 30 years ago, but I haven't done any of that in a long time. I made animals and people and angels and all kinds of different stuff with Sculpey clay back when I did that. Anyway, I think I probably ought to go ahead and get those tools out. Let me see if I can reach them real quick. Oh, actually, they're on top. Okay, I've been gathering all my stuff, so Barbara says she's done polymer clay beads, but not much else. Yeah, I've done some beads, but those were the least fun of all the things I did. Making the animals and the people and those kinds of things was a lot more fun than making beads. Okay, so we've got these things. And this is kind of like what they were trying to make with a paper clip on a pencil. This will cut the clay. I'm probably going to need that too. Okay, let's set those over there, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Hi, Barb, you made it. And it's not fixing to be over. Okay. There are all kinds of these tools used for various things, but um, this is not as sturdy as the one I had back when I was doing pottery. Excuse me. Goodness, I'm sorry. Um, I've done great all day. I haven't hardly coughed at all, and then I start talking, and I start coughing. Okay, there we go. Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you're here. This is, I think these are usually made with piano wire, so they're pretty sturdy. This is just a thinner wire than what I'm used to using. But I thought the first thing we would do would be to do a bust. They tell you to do a self portrait, but I'm not going to bother with being a self portrait. I'm just going to try to make a face that looks like a human, or at least looks partly human. So, like, this is what they're doing, and we'll see how we do. Um, but they talk about proportion, and they're telling you how to do things to um, to do a self portrait, and I don't I don't care about a self-portrait. So, but they do talk about proportions, and they've got, the eyes, and they've got all these lines here helping you with proportions. And so this is how they're making the armature. And I didn't bring any foil. Do I have foil out here? You would think I would have. Yeah, I do. I have some foil. Okay. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these. Okay. Are these the short ones, I guess? Let's see if it tells. Bend one of the short wires into a light bulb shape. Okay. It bends pretty easy. Lisa says, I used Pearl-Ex a little bit, Barbara. I took online classes and did quite a bit of cane work. My ornaments were painted. Well, I thought it was pretty easy to bend until I'm trying to make this little bend right there. Okay. Okay, there's one of them. And so we need, I guess it's another short one. Bend a second wire into a lopsided light bulb shape. Why lopsided? I don't understand. What do they mean when they say lopsided? I look in here and it doesn't look, it just looks like it's smaller than that one. It doesn't look lopsided. I don't know what they mean when they say lopsided. Okay. Okay. Let's do it again, but we're going to do a smaller one. Hi, Susan. So good to see you. Glad you're here. Lopsided for the profile, the nose. Possibly, but I think you're actually covering this up with enough clay that you won't even see this. I mean, it won't have any real shape. But I could be wrong because I haven't read it. I'm just looking at what it looks like here. Okay. I'm going to cut this off because they're not even. Like for a chin, yeah. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Okay, so where's the other piece? I want to throw it away so I don't end up stepping on it or something. Okay, let's. Okay, we're going to just call this good enough. And I'm going to find um, foil. Oh. Okay. This poor old foil thing has been much abused. It's only been thrown around out here for like 5 years, so see, it's old foil. Okay. I don't know how much. How does it say? Crumple up a 10-inch square. Well, this was bigger than that, so I'll probably have to take some of it off. I can add it more. The foil needs to be squished in so that it isn't bigger than the armature wires. This way you don't have to use your clay to fill up the space, which saves clay, and your sculpture won't be as heavy, which is important if you're building large sculptures. Okay. I've either got to squish this a lot more or I got to take some more of it off. Okay. That was obviously not the way to do it. Let's stick it in here and try. Sorry, y'all. This is all experimenting because I've never done it before. That's how we learn. Yes, it is. All right, let's take some of this off. I may have to get a new piece because I really squished this. Now I noticed they did go over the armature too, so I'm not worried about if my armature gets covered up. I mean, if the wire gets covered up, because the point is to fill it up enough that you don't have holes. Well, it is going to take most of this. It just... So if anybody's done this before, you're probably concerned with my poor technique. Um, Whew, Barbara says, okay, y'all, I'm going to go out on a limb here and haul myself out of bed. Might as well, Barbara. Admit it's daytime and give up on trying to sleep. Okay, that is not beautiful by any stretch of the imagination. Um, but we're going to call it good because I do want to get some wax, some clay, in there a little bit. Um, I don't know. Let's get another little piece. Okay. Hey, Dana. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Now this has a lot of a hole right there. I'm just going to have to fill that in with more clay because um, I'm through with the foil. So let's move this book over here and let's see if our clay is even usable. That's one thing about, thrift store purchases. You never know if they're actually going to be usable or not. See how this clay's kind of yellowed? This was supposed to be white. So we're not going to worry about that. All right, let's see if we can get it to... All right. Well, that was... Okay. Oops. Okay, let's. The only bad thing about this clay is since it's just modeling clay, it's not going to get hard. It'll just collect dirt. So this is mostly just play and practice. It's not going to ever be a functioning work of art, I guess. Is whoops. Okay. I'm going to have to add some more onto this because we're going to be taking some off. And I need to decide, I guess, which is the front, which is the back of the head. I hope y'all aren't getting bored already. Okay. Okay. It says start covering the armature with small flat lumps of clay, pushing and smoothing them together with your fingers or a tool. Make a thick enough layer all over so that you can carve out the eyes, neck, and other features without hitting the armature or the foil. That is where I'm at the moment. And I'm just going to warn y'all in advance, I tend to overdo these kinds of things for fear of not having enough. And I think I'm going to go ahead and add another layer. That's not very good cutting, is it? I need to save some of this to add some stuff in. But I guess I can use the stuff I take off too. So let's go ahead and okay. We're going to try to make this big enough to go all over it, and then we're going to call this done. Okay. I think I'm just going to put this on this side. And we'll make our face over here. It's rounded already more over there, so it'll be all right. This is much easier to work with than I thought it would be. It felt so hard in the package. I thought this might not even be usable, but it's. Okay. It feels like there's air in there. See right there, it's still. I think I need some more. I don't know. Okay. Well, it looks a little bit like a light bulb shape, right? Oh. Okay. Let's move that and see what the book says next. Roughing in. Build up more clay in the areas where your own head stands out, your cheeks, chin, and the back of your head above the neck. Check the shape of your head in the mirror as you work. Artists call this part roughing in. Well, yeah, I'm not going to be checking the shape of my head because we're just doing a person and not me. Okay. I got to figure out where's the. Okay, right here. We're going to go in and take some out. To be the chin, where the chin is, and I took too much. I see the wire. Now then, they're taking just a little bit all the way around. It looks like, now that I see it, they're going all the way down over this thing, and I didn't do that. So let's do that, because that'll give us a neck easier. Or No, no, no. This has got to be the way they did it, because if you take the wire out of the thing, then it won't stand up. So, thanks, Barbara. Okay. Now then, they have you mark it. Okay, this side of the head is, I'm trying to I'm trying to make it look where this side of the head is shaped the same as that side. Okay. Now then, I think I'm gonna take out a little bit more right here. Hopefully, it will eventually look like a head. Ah, thanks. It is actually pretty easy. Okay. Now then, we got to draw our lines. There's for eyes and mouth and nose. Okay. Okay, so there we've got our lines. And then the next thing they have you do is add clay pieces for cheeks and chin and forehead. So let's do chin. And then okay. Um, Maybe that's a little too much. Trying to see. Okay. We need just about half that. It is relaxing. I always enjoyed working with clay. That was when I took pottery classes. That was my. I enjoyed it because of that. It was relaxing. Okay, so we we got some cheeks and chin. Oh, hi, Mindy. And now then we need. Okay, is that? It says, don't worry about details like lips or eyelids yet. Your portrait will be better if you get the main shapes right first. Add or cut away to get the rough shape of the portrait head right. That's one great thing about using clay for sculpture. If you were carving wood or stone, it would be very hard to put a piece back once you cut it away. Okay. Okay. This that looks weird to me. I don't understand it. Yeah, the wheel, that's the hardest thing. Um, that's the hardest thing. Okay. Okay, I don't know about this part, but we're gonna add the blobs like they do, and then we'll cut stuff out. Okay, I don't know how that does much good. I guess it's supposed to be kind of giving the face more of a shape, but now I'm gonna have to come back in and redo um my lines because they show all of this, but then they don't really show you how to take it to anything else. Um, when you get over here, they've already smoothed it all out and made it part of the head. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay. Now it says The next thing to do is scoop out eye sockets. Okay. I was going to see if I had a little. This is the smallest tool I have. They used a paper clip, so I may get a paper clip. Okay, but first let's do the lines again because most of them are gone. Hi, Beth. Oh, have you been here, Beth? I'm glad you're here. Okay. Okay, we can still see the nose and mouth lines, so. I'm going to go ahead and undo the chin and the forehead. I don't really want those lines there anymore. I think I was really okay before I did that. Okay. Now then, paper clip. Let me see. Is that a paper clip? Nope. Here's one. Just got here. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here. Okay. The first thing you do is scoop out eyes. Those are not the same. Okay. That's good as we can do right now for scooping out eyes. They're roughly similar. Okay. Next, you add the nose. Let's get some stuff here. Lisa, I think the instruction book is pretty darn good. Yeah, I think it is pretty good. Okay. Now they're showing you here. Let's see if you can see that. How to make the nose. So they've got to make like a cylinder. This may be too big of a nose. Okay. We're gonna call it good. We can take some off if we need to. Okay, and then pinch it at the top and spread out the bottom part. One minute. Sorry. Okay. Now then we're gonna add the nose. Here's our nose. It's kind of got a big nose. We got to kind of smooth it so that it doesn't look like it's added on at the end. Okay. That says I got my clay from Walmart 15 years ago and it's still good. It was all wrapped up and sealed good and tight. Yeah, I got this at the thrift store, this kit, Beth, and I don't have a clue how old it is. This was supposed to be white clay. It's very yellowy. So it's been around a while. Okay. There's the nose. Smooth the sides of the triangle into the face slightly. So I've done that. On most people, there's a little low area across the top of the nose. Use the club shaped tool to press in this area and smooth. Okay. I think I had already done that with my fingers, but anyway. Okay, I'm probably going to have to end up taking the eyes out again because I feel like I've smushed it back in. This might be easier to see if it was a different color. I don't know. I bet your polymer clay is fine, Barbara, because Hannah played with mine a few years ago and it had been from like 30 years ago. So it was probably at least 20 years ago, you know, it was 20 years old when she played with it. So, okay, his nose is not perfect or her nose. This person's nose is not perfect, but neither is mine. So I'm going to be okay with it. All right. Thanks, Sharon. You can see. Okay, good. Okay, next it says to add lips. Cut a ½ inch long piece of thinly rolled clay and press it gently under the nose. Smooth it into the clay of the face along the top and outside edges. Add another piece just below and smooth it on the bottom and outside edges. Okay, so we're going to make some lips here. How much did it say? Cut a ½ inch long piece. Okay. This is going to be too much probably, but I can cut a couple of pieces out of it. So, yeah, we don't need that much. Okay. I need to do this on the table, but um my book was in the way. We want to make them about the same size, make the whole thing about the same size. So if you have some places that are thicker than others, that's where you put your fingers when you roll. And you don't even have to really use pressure, just roll. All right, let's. Okay. There's two half-inch long pieces, which my face is bigger, so I'm going to need bigger pieces. So let's just take this and roll it out a little bit. Okay. Now then. Okay. It's not going to be the prettiest mouth. Maybe we can make it look a little better in a minute, but that let's see if we can use this. We got to use something to press that lip in. There we go. My fingernail got a piece of the clay out. Okay. We got a pretty big nose for our little mouth. Maybe I ought to take off some nose. Or maybe I need a bigger mouth. Okay, let's take that off. And let's try that again. Let's use this piece here. Okay. It looks like your fifth grade teacher. Judgmental. Well, we don't want that. So we're gonna not have such thin lips. That's too big here. Let's. Okay. We're going to have the lips shut because we're not going to make any teeth. This is a very round-faced person like me. Hi, Teresa. Botox. Here it comes. Yeah. Yeah. I think we actually need more chin, I think. We don't want a weak chin. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's what we've got so far. Um, so now then, it says use the pointed and club shaped tools in the kit to shape the curves of the lips after they are in place. We're going to try to make this person have a little bit of a smile. And let's see if we can. Okay, there's our mouth at this point. And now it says to add some clay for the cheeks. And while I feel like I kind of did that, they ended up to be chubby sides of the. Okay, I'll put this. So you got some chubby cheek there. Let's do the same thing here. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. It's not. Um, okay, very chubby cheeks. Here's our profile. Oh, goodness. Okay. And then eyebrows. Add a tiny worm of clay above each eye socket. Okay. A tiny worm, it says. All right, let's make a couple little worms here. I don't know, Mindy. I don't know. We're just making a person right now. It's generic. It's a generic person at this moment. Um, we'll decide when I get all its features on if it's it looks male at the moment, um but that doesn't mean it is because I don't know. May depend on what kind of hair I decide to give it. I'm trying to make it not quite so chubby. Okay. So it's an angel. There you go. Okay. Does it say? It doesn't say. Take off the ends because they're not even. We'll just cut that in half, and that's going to be how big the eyebrows are. This is not just the eyebrow. This is the eye lid and eyebrow. Okay, that's what we've got right now. And smooth the clay, it says. So that's what I'm trying to do. I can already tell you this person's not going to have eyes that look the same because okay. And now we've got ears. Score the sides of the head at the top of the eye and the bottom of the nose. Okay. Okay, bottom of the nose, top of the eye. Same thing over here. About that far back. Okay. Top of the eye, bottom of the nose. Now let's see if those are anything. Okay, that's too far down. Oops. Okay, that's where we're going to put our ear. Right there, right there. They're not perfectly symmetrical, but neither are mine. That's why my glasses always go wonky so easy. Okay, let's see. Let's take two balls. The main thing about ears is to try to make them the same size. If they're big, if this is a person with big ears, then they both need to be big. If it's Okay. I think this one's a little bit too big. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I'm impressed. It makes me want to say, what? Me worry? Okay, so now we got balls, and now we want to roll them into logs. And now we're trying to make them kind of cone shaped. And you do that by just rolling your finger on one half. And I think this is too big. So there we go. Now we've got those little cones. And now we're going to flatten them. Okay, so let's make it rounded, not pointy. Okay, I can't tell by looking at what they're doing. So I'm just going to try to make these look like mirror images of each other, and then because okay, let's put this ear on here. Okay, that's probably too fat of an ear. I didn't notice how fat it was. Oh well, we will take off some if we need to. It's one thing about the clay, you can always take some off. Okay, let's just take a little bit off right now because it's definitely thicker than the other one. So, okay, we have sort of ears. Um, okay, how y'all doing? Okay. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Okay. Next is to make eyeballs. Let's see if that's going to be. I don't know if that's going to be big enough. Let's get, oops, stand up. Okay, let's see. This one's a little bit bigger. Let's add a little to this one. Okay, there's one eyeball. And there's the other one. Okay, and now we've got to let's see if we can. Trying to make a socket here for this eyeball. All right. Nope. I'm gonna. When I made eyeballs with Sculpting clay, I I baked the eyeballs, and then you could press them into the clay. Well, that's not very round. Okay, my eyeballs don't look very good. My eyeballs don't look very good. Okay. Let's see if we can. I didn't get them in there far enough. I may have to do the eyes over. I used to be really good at eyes, but it's been 30 years since I've done an eye. and they were much smaller. Okay, let's see. Whew, Lisa says, I'm enjoying watching your sculpture take shape. Got to go to the library book sale after all. Working on putting away my book haul. Oh, all right. I'm glad you got to go. Okay. These eyeballs are kind of sticking out. Um, okay. We're going to take that back out. That's not working. I'm even messing up my nose trying to get my eyeballs right. Okay. Let's find something here that we can. Well, now it's too small. Okay. It's neither one of those. It's just modeling clay, which means when it's finished, you can tear it up. So it's no, come back out. Okay. All right, let's try again here. Okay. No, that does not look better. That does not look better. Okay, there we go. Whoops. Okay, there's one eye, but now we got to do this other one over again because I didn't do very good with it either. Okay, let's go back here and do this. Okay. Oh, too big. A little bit. A little bit smaller. Okay. Now then, I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit. It's well, they're still out a little bit far. Now, totally ruined the shape of that one. See if we can get it looking round again. Because I don't really want to take it out again. Go ahead and push this up a little bit. Okay. This is still not looking as good as the first one. Okay, that's not great, but that's what we've got at this moment. That one's not too bad. This one's not as good. Oh goodness. Um, okay, now this is not going to be easy, and I don't know if I can even do it, but they have us drawing. Okay. Eyeballs are hard to do. Yes, they are. Okay. Okay, we're going to stop worrying about the eyes because that's as good as they're going to be right now. Um, okay, the other thing it says to do is to my lips got pursed. Okay. Now I got to make nostrils in the nose. This might be going to be Yoda. With this be Yoda, I just put different ears on it. Oh goodness. Hi, Miss Allie Kay. Hi, Janet. I'm glad y'all are here. Whew. My back is hurting. Okay. Use pointed and rounded tools to shape some of the smaller lines and features on the face. You can't catch every detail, so work on the things that are most obvious. All right. Well, one thing we need is to make nostrils. Well, that didn't work out quite like I like I thought it would. Mm. Well, I thought maybe I could make the nose look more realistic that way, but I don't know. And I just messed up my lip. That's the one thing about this is everything you do makes marks in it. So you mess up one thing trying to do something else. So the dip just below the mouth to pronounce the chin. Okay. And now it shows. Okay, where did it go? That paper clip, that's pretty handy actually. I didn't get that one. Very good. I'll tell you one thing, this clay's getting dirty. Maybe I should have used a brown color. Uh, well, my ears looked better before I started trying to fix them. You can always paint it when it dries. Well, it doesn't dry though, Allie. This is just modeling clay. Okay, next we're going to move on to hair because this is our face right now. Um, Let me try to. Okay. Uh, no, it doesn't dry. You can just do it and then you can wad it up and do it again. I'm sure that's why they have this so you can practice more and more. But okay, it says um, okay. I wish I had my extruder that I had when he looks like a long lost relative. There you go. Well, he looks a little bit like my dad, especially bald because my dad was bald. Let's go see what else it says. It says gently add flat pads or thin ropes of clay to the same areas of your sculpted head where you have a lot of hair. Don't smooth these down. Let them hang off the portrait where your hair sticks out. Use a comb or a toothpick to show the texture of your hair in some places, but not everywhere. If you have a buzz cut, just texture the surface of the head. Eyebrows can be tiny snakes of clay given texture with a quick tap of the comb or some small lines with a toothpick. Okay. All right, let's move this for a moment. Okay, we're gonna. I guess we need to decide here if this person's how much hair this person's gonna have. Good for practice, yeah. And it's cheap. It's the cheapest kind of clay, that you can buy as modeling clay. So, well, I mean, for anyway, I think that and now we're gonna, well, okay, we gotta make some more hair. Actually, they sell modeling clay more for kids. Um, it's just more, you can do more detailed stuff with it than you can Play-Doh, but you can just put it back up, and use it over and over, which is, good for kids. Although my kids enjoyed sculpting clay when they were pretty young, so usually when you see modeling clay, um, Miss Allie Kay, at least at our stores, when you see it, um, it's usually in a package like this that has blocks of colors, red, yellow, green, and blue. Squares of color. Um, Adults generally want something more permanent. They don't want to take it apart and do it again. So this kit, I think it said it was for ages 8 and over. Let's see if I can find the, where'd I put the package here? Let's see if I'm right about that. Did I make that up? 10 and up, it says. So let's break this in half. It'll be easier to, gets too long. It's not as easy to roll. And you can find modeling clay like at Walmart. Of course, you can find sculpted clay at Walmart now too, but or something like Sculpey. I don't know if it's the Sculpey brand or not. I haven't bought any there, so I haven't. I've just noticed that there was some. Okay. All right. We're going to have just enough. Hopefully. We may have to do something different with hair if. Okay. All right. That's not, maybe not really as much as we need, but this is what we've got right now. Okay. Now then, let's see what it said to do next. Use a comb or toothpick to show the texture of your hair in some places, but not everywhere. Okay. I think these do need to be maybe pressed down a little bit better. All right, let's make some texture. Where's the pokey tool? No, there it is. I think I am going to do it everywhere. I know it said not to, but I'm mostly going to just do the texture up here on the head. Okay. Like I said, everything you do changes the clay, so I have to be careful not to mess up the face while I'm trying to. Okay, here we go. Here's our guy. Oh. Well, Not the most handsome fella on the planet, but let's see if we can make his mouth better again. But he's pretty happy, so. Okay. Anyway, that was fun. It was worth a couple of bucks. That was worth a couple of bucks to get to play with that. Um, and they all, let me just show you this real quick, then I'm gonna have to get off. But they show you how to do a person. And how to pose it, and then you can add clothes, that one would be fun to do. And then they show you how to do a horse. And there it shows you how to create the armature for the horse. And then of course you add the foil. And then make the horse. And then the next thing is something abstract. And they show you a lot of different things that you can do, abstract. Anyway, get off there. Okay. Anyway, it was fun. And we got something that looks vaguely human, so. But every time my nail touches it, it leaves a mark somewhere where it shouldn't be. Okay. It made for a good time. Yeah, it did. I think it was worth a couple of bucks to be able to just play with it. So, thank y'all for coming. If my back wasn't hurting, I could spend a little more time, but I got to stop. Certainly worth $2. Yeah. And we could do 3 more sculptures if we want to, but not today. Oh, yes. Thanks for the thumbs up, Barbara. God bless you all. You have a wonderful day. I will see you on Thursday. Not sure what I'm going to do Thursday. Tanya's not going to be able to come on with me again. They've still just got a lot of stuff going on. She was hoping to be able to come on with me today, but that didn't work out. So, that's why I decided to do this. Oh, love you all. God bless you. Bye-bye.